July 27th, 2012, and let me begin by saying this video is not what you think it's about. What you see on the screen is Scotty, Eternal Rhythm Flow, who we all know and love. He called out Heather, the solo artist, on the 26th yesterday, and he put out a false prophecy alert. We all know that. We all know what's going on. He did a wonderful job. And Scotty, I love you. I'm going to say this in jest. Scotty, you're not pointing fingers or causing division, are you? I do. I say that in jest because I come under a great deal of fire, a great deal of attack for doing the exact same thing. And we need to bring this type of false prophecies uh, and bring it to the church's attention. So we know what's going on here. There was no rapture of the church. We're all here. Scotty, you did a wonderful job showing that what she presented doesn't even line up with Scripture. No bomb went off at the Olympics today, and I'm pretty sure on August 1st, Wednesday, there will be no major earthquake. But that's not what this video is about. Now, we're familiar with this. I want to take you to this video because there's a young lady, and here she is right here. Her YouTube channel is Todd Beamer, and she is in total agreement with you, Scotty. She's in total agreement with Scotty from Eternal Rhythm Flow and calling the solo artist Heather a false prophetess. All right, let me play a little bit of this video, but I want you to think back to my YouTube channel, back to around April 26th of this year, and see if this young lady's voice doesn't ring a bell, okay? It doesn't sound familiar. Just take a listen for a moment. Now her Facebook page, this is her Facebook page, and she goes by Jasmine Thomas on Facebook, but her YouTube channel is Todd Beamer. And I'm going to put the links to all these below so you can verify all the information for yourself. So you can read here what she's typing. And I do apologize ahead of time if the sound quality is poor, and I will put the links below. Now, this young lady is in total agreement with Scotty. Here we go.
Hola, I was going to make a video about this false prophet, aka the soul artist, is read to me. Well, instead, I decided to make a collab video with.
She's going to make a video about this false prophetess, the solo artist. Okay, we got that understood.
Here it is.
She says that God is talking to her and that basically the tribulation starts tomorrow and
Wow,
she
totally ridiculous.
Lies. She says lies. Totally ridiculous.
This was so screwed up. I don't even know where to begin.
I know.
15-minute video.
She knows. She's shaking her head. She knows. She's in total agreement, Scotty.
And I could take 2 hours looking at
I could take 10 hours ripping it
She can take 10 hours ripping it apart.
apart. She's totally washed over.
People like you for so long where you just can't teach people. You just can't read. You can't
That is the truth.
Even with scripture, you just can't. People are unwilling to do it and twist it.
Yeah.
Okay, to save time, she is shaking her head. She's in total agreement. She could take 10 hours ripping Heather's story apart, calling Heather the solo artist, a false prophetess. But let me take you back now to 2011 to her channel, which you're seeing now, Todd Beamer. All right, and see if, just let me know what you think. Remember, I went under a lot of heat for calling out this young lady.
People, I have something really urgent to tell you. I'm not making this up. There is going to be an earthquake in California, New York, and Texas. So who are you to say there's going to be an earthquake in these places? Easy. I don't say.
She's got some disclaimers up there now after I did my video. She claimed that California, Texas, New York City was going to be wiped out by a giant tsunami. This was in 2011. A giant tsunami and an earthquake would totally wipe out Texas, New York City, California. And she said it was going to happen in the month of April. So just listen.
Hey, God says. See, sometime in July, I was sitting in my room and God spoke in my spirit and said there's going to be an earthquake in California, Texas, and New York.
California, Texas, and New York. She had her disclaimer up there because, of course, she gave out a false prophecy. She didn't hear from God. It wasn't God that was speaking to her.
He also said to tell people, and that's what I've been doing. He also wanted me to tell people that you must store up food for at least 3 years.
She's wanting everyone to store food for 3 years for the earthquake that was coming last April that never came.
And I knew the date that this earthquake was going to happen because he has told me.
She has the date because God told her.
I have a map in my room and led my hand to the places where the earthquake is going to happen. Okay, so let me just ask you this question. Who are you? Why did God tell you? How come you didn't tell my pastor or some other person? Okay, and so when is this supposed earthquake gonna happen? And who really are you? First, let me introduce myself. My name is Harmonia Harrison. Most people on earth know me as Jasmine. Why God didn't tell your pastor or some other person, I don't know. But this time God has blessed me with a multitude of gifts because I have sought Him with my full heart.
Okay, now this is the same one that's agreeing with Scotty. Now, let me see if I have the right. Let me take you back to April, I think it's 26, when I called her out for a failed prophecy. That did not happen. It didn't happen. There was no earthquake. She's the one agreeing with Scotty that the solo artist is a false prophetess. All right, friends, it's April 26, 2012. Okay, so this is April 26, 2012. I'm just going to skip ahead just to save time a little bit. See if the voice rings a bell.
So my gifts are prophecy. I speak about 16 tongues. I have the gift of healing, and I can see in the spirit realm. Why God bless me with these gifts? Because He has called me to preach, and I'm doing whatever God tells me to do. And so I'm telling people the earthquake will happen, and He wants His people to store up food. For how long? About 3 years. You know, here's what I know about God. He always uses the least out of the bunch. And so when they rise up, people will know it's God, not the actual person, because they look at it as a least. You know?
Let me skip ahead a little bit more. I will put all the links below so you can just give you something to do today as we look at these false psychic, psychic predictions. What's the Bible say about psychics?
Warn my people. You watching this video, am I not warning you? Is God not warning you? Tell me. But I must tell you, the people living in California, God's people, God has been telling for many years to get out of California because earthquake in California is going to be the worst. And the surrounding areas around this.
I think you get the picture. I think everyone kind of gets the point. Going back to Scotty, I want to commend you, Scotty. It takes a lot to come out here and show that these prophecies going around YouTube are not words from God. And I certainly do not believe you are causing division or pointing fingers. You're doing what is commanded of the church to do. To bring, when a prophecy does not come to pass, when it doesn't line up with the word, when a date is set, to bring these people up to the front and expose them to the church. Good luck, Scotty. Leave me comments, everyone. False prophecy alert. I'm going to say false psychic prediction failed. These are not prophets of Yahweh. They're either attention seekers or, I hate to say it, they're psychics. Leave me comments, everyone. I just thought you'd find this interesting. The one defending Scotty and agreeing, shaking her head and picking it apart 10 times, but the solo artist is a false prophetess. She's the one that I brought forward to the church back in April 26th. The same one that predicted a failed prophecy of a tsunami, a giant tsunami and an earthquake to wipe out Texas, New York, and California. Leave me comments. God bless.